Serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who's anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will, I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put your faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo.
American honor don't lack no soldiers. For the Spirit of the Lord, we don't lack no soldiers. You understand me?
Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Hate Christ and they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in a cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dreams. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under YAHANNA, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from YAHANNA. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, rank and order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí con Lord Commander General Yahanna I.S.U.P.K.
This is what Commander General Yahanna did. This is what he did.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua Bracket Thumb. Damn, Salaki. There you go. Shalom, Yahweh Bahashem, Bracket Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemala Thumb, Bahashem Yahushua to all the sisters. I'm Priest Officer 500 Barak Yalla with the I.S.U.P.K, which stands for the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yahanna. You understand? And since 1969, I've been teaching our people nothing but the truth when it comes to our people, the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the real biblical Jews, biblical Israelites, the 12 tribes, not these imposters over there bombarding Palestinians to smithereens, but we are the biblical Jews, the real chosen people of God. The Bible speaks of, since 19 saying, I'll be teaching you nothing but the truth, man. You understand, about who you are, because it starts with knowing who you are. People call it what? Knowledge of self. Salakia. It starts with knowing who you are. Why? Knowing who you are, you know who to associate with. You know who to dissociate yourself from. You know who to love. You know who not to love. You understand? You know what to do, because what you do is based on your culture, based on knowing what your culture is from the people you are from. You understand? And that's so heavy because, you know, the topic of the class today is understanding these curses that we go through. A lot of things we go through everything we go through on a daily basis is based on a punishment or reprimand that we get from the Lord, the God of the children of Israel and Israel only. And that is biblical. The Christian church will have you believe that God loves everybody, and he is the God for everybody, when that's not in the Bible. You understand? And this is one of the most important things, is to understand these scriptures, because this is not a religious book. This is the book of a specific, it's a record of a specific people that was written to a specific people by a specific people. You understand?
Right.
And this is what needs to be understood, because if you don't know, you would just believe anything about this book, anything about the people that it's talking about. And if you believe anything, I mean, Lord be with you, man, you're going to be, what's it called again? Led astray. Why? Because you're being taught lies. You're not being taught the truth. You're being taught lies. That's the problem. And that's what we're going to get into today. Matter of fact, I did say one thing. The Bible do say prove all things. And I did say that the God of the Bible is the God of the children of Israel only. Now we're going to show you exactly where it says it, even though it said throughout the Bible, but there's, you know, specific verses that, I mean, however you read it, right, you can't deny what it says. You can't deny the context of it. You could try, you could feel like it, but you cannot change the truth. However bitter it sounds, right, however bitter it tastes, the truth is the truth and will always remains the truth. Right. You understand? Let's get real quick. Joel chapter 2. Let me share my screen. Joel chapter 2, verse 27. Any questions, comments, y'all put it in the chat. If you want to be part of the school, so-called Black, Latino, Native American, Indian, on your father's side, make sure you click on the sign in and sign out links at the beginning and the end of the class. We also have a call-in number. If you're in the Montreal, Quebec area, call 438-816-2578, 438-816-2578, or in the Toronto, Ontario area, 647-793-7844 will be 647-793-7844. Yes, then we're here teaching the scripture breakdown every Saturday, right, at 6767 Côte de Neige Avenue. Feel free to contact us if you want to be part of these classes, if you want to attend physically, if you're so-called Black, Latino, or Native American, Indian, on your father's side. Now, let me share my screen. Right. This is the book of Joel.
Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
What does it mean to be in the midst? What does it mean to be in the midst? See, a lot of people don't understand basic definition. You can't expect them to understand context, don't even know definitions. So what does it mean to be in the midst? Right? Let's see. Let me share the screen right here. There's a definition of mist, M-I-D-S-T. The word mist means the middle, center, or being among a group. It is often used to show that you are surrounded by people, things, or an ongoing event. The Lord is telling you that he is among the nation of Israel. Right. That's what the Lord is telling you. You understand? That's what being in the midst means. In the midst meaning he is with us. That's what it means. Let's go back to the precept. Can we get from the top?
Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
The Lord is letting you know he is among the children of Israel. Not among everybody, not among every people on the face of the planet, but among a specific people, which is the children of Israel. Israel That's the name of Jacob, the forefather of the Israelites, whose name was later changed into Israel. Yashar Allah in the Hebrew, meaning Prince of the Power. The Lord is letting you know right here, he is among the Israelites. Not everybody. Keep reading.
And that I am the Lord your God.
I am the Lord what?
Your God.
What?
Your God.
Your, which is a possessive adjective. He never said, I am the Lord God of the planet Earth. I am the Lord of God, everybody. He said, I am the Lord your God. Possessive adjective. He's talking to a specific people. And he said he's among a specific people.
Right.
Read.
And none else.
And everybody.
And none else.
And white people.
And none else.
And Chinese.
And none else.
And none else. Meaning what? He's the God of the children of Israel and nobody else, man. That's what it means. You understand? Keep reading.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
You understand? We can stop right here. Why? Because the Lord is letting you know right here. He is the God of the children of Israel and nobody else. It's that simple. The Bible is not for everybody. It's not a religious book. You understand? It is a record. The Bible is a whole story, right? It's like a movie script. You understand? And it tells you what it's about from the beginning to the end. It's about going back to what Adam lost. Why? Which is part of the topic of the class. We have to understand the conditions that we're in and why we're in these conditions and what is the solution, because there is a solution to every single problem on the planet Earth. You understand? I hope you do. Salaki, I pray you do. You get me? Now let's go to Genesis. What is it? Genesis chapter 2, we start verse 15. Again, any questions or comments, y'all feel free to put it in the chat. Make sure you like, share the class everywhere. Listen, don't be selfish. When you know the truth, you got to go teach it. You understand? It's locked. Let's go to Genesis chapter 2. Start at verse Start verse 15. Let me share my screen. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it.
It's talking about Adam, because mankind was already created. In Genesis 1, it tells you the Lord created man and woman, male and female. He created them. But that one man that he gave the law, that breath of life, was Adam. It's talking about Adam right here. And he put him in the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it, to take care of it, man. You understand? That's what he did.
I just want to add something to this. Like, a lot of people think because it's written like in the garden, because the Sumerian had also something else with their nonsense and in the garden and whatnot. It was the same story. It's just that the Bible teaches the truth of that story.
Damn right.
Other nations added, myth, they added, they put themselves in the place, added, the type of deities, But so when you look at the Sumerian and whatnot, it's not like it is the same story. It's just they added on that story.
Damn right. Every nation has a story, just to what Officer Adiyar said. Every nation has a story of the flood, because every nation was affected by it. No, they mean that they're going to teach the truth about it? No, that's not what it means. You understand? Just like all these nations have the story of the virgin birth, which originates from the Sumerians, or is it the Sumerians or the Babylonians? Either way, right? The point is this. Not because there are similarities, that means that everybody has the truth. How do you know that? Because the I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth, and there is no truth outside the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You understand? Let's get back to it. Genesis chapter 2, verse 16.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 16. And the Lord God commanded the man.
He did what?
Commanded the man.
He did what?
Commanded the man.
He commanded the man. What is a command? Is an instruction, is an order. The man, Adam, was provided instructions. You understand? Keep reading.
Saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat.
Of every tree of the garden thou may freely eat. It's not, it's figurative. It's not literally talking about eating from a tree. How do you know? Can you eat from it? Can you go right now and eat maple leaves? You can, right? You have the ability to do so, but would you go out here and eat maple leaves? See, that's the problem with Christians. You don't understand context. You don't understand the Bible. That's the problem. Does it say to literally eat and consume the leaf of a tree? What else can you eat from a tree? What else? Salaki. What can you not put in your mouth? Pause. That's crazy. I know. Salaki. But you can eat tree bark. You can eat bark from a tree, can't you? Don't you have the ability to do so? Or maybe is it just what they call it, food for thought? But how do you consume food for thought? That's the thing. Do you have your mind physically ingest food for you to think? That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why y'all need to come into these classes, man. Let's read verse 17.
Verse 17. But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
But meaning there is, you could do this, but meaning there's something else you can't do. You understand? Keep reading.
Thou shalt not eat it.
Thou shalt not eat of it. So Adam was providing instruction on what to do and what not to do. That's the point. Let's go to Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. 7. The point is Adam was providing instructions. That's the point. You understand? Adam was providing instructions on what to do and what not to do. That's it. But let's see what happened. Did he listen? Did he not listen? Let's see what happened. Let's understand this. Chapter 3. I want to go above. Let me see. Yeah, let's go to verse 6.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food.
Who's that woman? That's Eve. You understand? She saw the tree was, that's why, women are so impressionable, man. It's dangerous. Women are impressionable. Why was the tree good? Because it looked good, man. You know what else looked, you know what else looked good, right? You want to know what else looked good? Everything a woman feels like she wants to have. Matter of fact, not everything. Anything. It looks good. It sounds good. You know what else? You know what else look good? Your baby daddy that punched you in the face. He looked good at some point. How do I know that? Because you let him between your legs. He told you he would love you forever until he cracked your jaw open. Damn, that's rough. You know what else looked good? The 3 other baby daddies that you had. They look good at some point. You let him sleep with you. You know, that's why a man is always needed to guide the nation. It's a reason. Women are so impressionable, it's dangerous for the whole nation, for everybody from generation to generation. You need a man to guide you. You need a father to guide you, to raise you up. You understand? You don't have one? Well, guess what? You have a camp leader until you are married. You understand? So that man that you're married to becomes your guidance. So that you don't become like Eve and be beguiled by foolishness just because it looks and sounds good. You understand? Read it again from the top of Kusha.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food.
See, that's the thing. Listen, stop looking at everything that, oh, it looks good. Let me get it. Nah, that's why man is needed. So our women are not beguiled. Our daughters are not fooled.
Right.
And instead, keep reading.
And that it was pleasant to the eyes.
You know, that's all it took, right? It looks good. Again, it was pleasant to the eyes. Listen, it looks good. It smells good. It might feel good. And that's all you need. Listen, good night. Let's keep reading, man.
And a tree to be desired.
To be what?
To be desired.
To be what?
To be desired.
That's what you want. Stop seeking for what you want. That's why a man is needed to tell you what you need, what you should have, not what you should desire, not what you just desire. It's not wrong to have a desire, man, but not all desires are good. Not all of them. You understand? Keep reading.
To make one wise.
Mm-hmm.
She took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
She did what?
She took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
Wait a minute. What did the Lord tell Adam before? The Lord told Adam, there's a tree that you can't eat from. And guess what? That woman got the same instruction from who? From her man, who got the instruction from the Lord. And what did she do? Read it one more time.
And she took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
She disobeyed. That's what she did. Keep reading.
And gave also unto her husband with her.
Mm-hmm.
He did eat.
Go ahead, listen. You can blame women all you want. Ain't no wrong in listening to a woman unless she'll make you go against the Lord, man. Adam was the first sin. Adam was the first Will Smith. Adam was the first Will Smith. You understand why? Because Adam had instructions to follow. But he didn't listen to the instruction. He listened to his wife that made him go against the Lord. How do you know it's not wrong to listen to a woman? Because Proverbs 31, which is the favorite book and chapter of a lot of women, is instruction given from a woman, right? But people glance over verse 30. Verse 30 tells you that a woman that fears the Lord, meaning she obeys. Eve did not fear the Lord. Eve was beguiled to the point where she disobeyed her own man, and he disobeyed God. You understand? That's why it's so heavy. Listen, these scriptures, this is life right here. Is that it says, it was in Baruch chapter 4 and 1, it says this is the book of life. This teaches you how to live. This teaches you how to stay alive. This not even teaching you how to survive, because today we're in survival mode. That's why we do all types of crazy things. We don't know how to live. That's why we have to adapt on how to survive. You know, all we had to do, let's keep reading. You're going to find out why this is so heavy. You understand? Salakia. Let's go down to verse 7.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were.
Now, let's jump down to is it verse 9 or 10? Because I just want to get to the point, really. Nah, let's go to verse. Let's go to verse 9.
Verse 9. And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou?
You know what? Let's go to verse 7, matter of fact, because that's still within the context, right? Let's go to verse 7.
Verse 7. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked.
Listen, it's not like the Christian church portrays it. They're not physically naked.
Right.
The only reason you think that is because during the Renaissance, the Pope, it was Alexander the IV or the VI, the Pope commissioned painters like Michelangelo, like Leonardo da Vinci, to portray what they wanted to portray about the Bible. And art controls the mind. It controls the people. It controls how they think. That's why I think hell is an eternal fiery pit underground, because that's what they push. That's the image they should give you. Salakia. You understand? They were not literally naked. How do you know? Precept. What's the precept? Who knows? 30 seconds before I give it to y'all. What is the precept on how you know they were not literally naked? About 30 seconds. Y'all claim y'all know the Bible, so come on. Who knows? What is the precept on knowing that Adam and Eve were not literally naked? Y'all don't know? No sweat. Let's go to Exodus chapter 32. Exodus 32 and was it 25? Let me share my screen. Exodus 32 and 25.
Exodus chapter 32, verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
And when Moses saw that the people were naked.
When the people were what?
Naked.
What?
Naked.
You know what it's talking about, right? For context, this is when Moses went up to Mount Sinai, right? And he was taking too long. People were complaining, "Yo, Moses, we don't know where Moses gone, man. Aaron, here's our gold earrings, rings, and all types of jewelry. Now, could you melt the gold and make us a deity that we could bow down, we could touch and feel and worship?" That's when they made the golden calf. Why were the people naked? Because they uncovered themselves from what they were given from the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord, which is the law. You understand? It's not physical nakedness, it's spiritual nakedness, which is the same nakedness as in the garden. It doesn't say that people were literally naked, worshiping the golden calf with their flesh is out, with their breasts out. That's not what it says. But who knows? Maybe you know better because you were taught in the church, right? Maybe you know better. The point is, that nakedness in Exodus 32, when they're worshiping the golden calf, is the same nakedness in the Garden of Eden. We're about to see how it transpired afterwards when they disobeyed the Lord. Right? Keep reading.
You want me to Genesis? Or?
No, let's finish Exodus.
Exodus 25, right?
Kawaka.
Which verse?
Exodus 32 and 25. Mm-hmm.
For Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
Listen, Aaron had made them naked unto their shame. See, that's not physical nakedness. They think Aaron undressed everybody. See, that's the problem. In the church, which is a house of sexual deviance, you make everything carnal. They have to be naked. That's what you learn in the church. Why? Because in the church is full of sodomites and sexual deviants and pedophiles. Therefore, you make everything carnal. It's not talking about physical nakedness. It tells you right here, Aaron made them naked. Did Aaron undress everybody? Isn't homosexuality a sin?
Right.
Did Aaron undress all the men? He made them naked unto their shame among their enemies. What is the shame among our enemies? Is when we disobey the Lord, man. It's our weakness. What is the shame of a woman? You see, that's what we need to understand. It's the spiritual aspect of it. You see where it says that what's that precept again? Is it the one in Revelation I want? Could be the one in Revelation. We're talking about America being a whore. Is that the one?
The whore of Babylon?
There's so many precepts about it. The point is this, right? A woman shame that is uncovered is when there is a good shame to have, there's a bad shame to have, right? When a man uncovers a woman's shame, he uncovers her weakness.
Revelation 17.
Yeah, that's Revelation 17, but it's another one I wanted, right? But the point is this: when a woman gets her skirt lift up and her shame is uncovered, her weakness is uncovered, her vulnerability. You understand? You can understand that physically, right? When a man humbles a woman and he uncovers, he sees what no one else should see. You understand? He gets her in the most vulnerable position. Sounds crazy, but you get the point, right? That's the shame. Now, in a metaphorical sense, that shame would be the vulnerability of the nation of Israel. Now, their vulnerability was put to the forefront. How? Because our people are weak when we don't follow the Lord. That's how. Adam and Eve were at the mercy of everything around them. They were naked. They were vulnerable. Why? Because they don't follow the Lord. They went against the Lord. They went and disobeyed. You understand? Is that simple to understand? It was not a physical nakedness. It was a spiritual nakedness. You understand? Let's get back to Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. Now that you understand that the nakedness in the Garden of Eden was not physical, you only think about that because the church is a house of sexual deviance. That's why.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 7, and the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked.
Yeah, they got damn. You know what? We realized we should not have eaten of the fruit that we should not have eaten of. Now we're vulnerable. We're weak. We know what's evil because we tried it. Read.
And they sew fig leaves together and make themselves aprons.
What does that mean? These leaves are the leaves of the trees of the garden, which are other nations. That's what these leaves are. Let me get the precept real quick because I'm trying to stay on topic, which is still on topic anyways. But let me get the precept to show that these trees were not physical trees. They were not literal trees. They were other nations. Because why? There were other people in the garden. What is it? Ezekiel 31, I think. And these leaves, what do other people use to cover themselves? What do these leaves represent? They represent the what do you call it again? The culture of these other nations, of these other people. You understand? Salakia. Let me go to Ezekiel 31. The whole chapter is going to make you understand that these trees in the garden are nations. But let me see.
We'll start at verse 3.
Yeah, I wanted to go at the end of the chapter specifically because we could go through the whole chapter really. Let's go to verse 3 for time's sake, right? Ezekiel chapter 31, verse 3. Let's do that.
Ezekiel chapter 31, verse 3. Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar.
The what?
A cedar.
The what? Let's read it from the top.
Behold, the Assyrian.
The Assyrian. This is a nation. It's a people. It's telling you right here. The Assyrian was a cedar, which is a tree. For those who didn't know, maybe you should Google it. The Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon with fair branches, with beautiful branches. What are branches? Branches, what comes out of the tree, man. You understand? It's a lot here. The Assyrian, a nation, was a cedar. That's a mighty tree. A cedar is not a little plant. It's not a weed, by the way. A cedar is a mighty tree. Let's see what a cedar looks like. Listen, cedars cedars is like it's like a pine, some type of pine tree. Damn, you see this? Let me show the screen. Let me share my screen. This is what a cedar looks like. It's not no little weed that you have in your garden. A cedar is a mighty tree, man. You understand? And this is what this man is compared to, as a mighty tree with beautiful branches. Something that's attractive to the eye. That, by the way, that's where the term Romans comes from. Why? Because Rome was attractive to a lot of people. Not because it's so special. Romans comes from Rome because it's attractive to a lot of people, man. Something that you romanticize that is attractive. You understand? That you make attractive. That you make people want to inquire about. You understand? Let's get back to it. Ezekiel 31 and 3.
Ezekiel chapter 31, verse 3. Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon with fair branches and with a shadowy shroud.
Let's jump down to at the end of the chapter. Get any questions, comments? Y'all feel free to ask, man.
Verse 18. Ezekiel chapter 31, verse 18.
No, let's not go to verse 18. Let's go to verse 16.
Okay.
One second, let me share my screen.
Ezekiel chapter 31, verse 16. I made the nation to shake at the sound of his fall.
Wait a minute, I thought it was talking about a tree. Is it a physical tree? It's talking about the Assyrian, a people, a person. You understand? Keep reading.
When I cast him down to hell with them that descend into the pit.
Damn, trees go to hell. Come on, man. Trees go to hell. Are trees sinners? Boy, this is bad. That's why you need to leave the church and come to class. That Assyrian, that tall tree, yes, that mighty tree with beautiful branches and the shadowing shroud was cast down. He was brought down from his position of power. That's what it means. You understand? That's what it means. Doesn't mean that he was brought down to a fiery pit to burn for eternity. No. Because hell underground where you burn for life do not exist. That's just an image of the church. Keep reading.
And all the trees of Eden.
And what?
All the trees of Eden.
And what?
All the trees of Eden.
All the trees, the cedars, the maple trees, the what are the name of other trees? I don't know. I'm not a tree person. The marijuana. Listen, that's your favorite tree. I know that's your favorite tree.
Poppy.
The poppy. Marijuana is number one. Poppy is probably number two, and then you have the coca leaf. Those are your favorite trees. I know that for a fact. Why? Because you can't stop using it. The point is, these trees, which are not actual plants, these are people. You understand? Were cast down. All the trees of Eden, meaning all these other people, this is what these trees are in the Garden of Eden. They just represent other people, other nations. Keep reading.
And all the trees of Eden, the choice and best of Lebanon, all that drink water shall be comforted in the nether parts of the earth.
I didn't know trees needed hugs. You tree huggers, go comfort the tree, man. That's for all you tree huggers out here. Y'all need to go comfort the tree. You understand? Go give hugs and kisses to the tree. The point is, it's talking about the people. They're referring to them as a tree. Matter of fact, what is it again? Joseph, right? Where you have the tribe of Ephraim and Manasseh from. He is referred to as a tree as well. You understand? There is 1,000 scriptures that shows that these trees, that people can be referred as trees, just like the beasts of the field as well, are other nations. You understand? Let's see, read, what is it? Verse 17, Salakia.
Verse 17, Ezekiel chapter 31, verse 17. They also went down in hell with him.
So you mean to tell me trees actually go to hell? Damn. Keep reading.
Unto them that be slain with the sword, and they that were his harm.
In his what?
Were his harm.
His arm. I thought tree had branches. I didn't know trees had arms. If you have arms, you have hands and fingers. The tree also have legs. These trees are people. The whole chapter of Ezekiel 31 tells you what these trees are. You understand? Keep reading. Let's just finish the verse.
That dwell under the shadow in the midst of the heathen.
In the midst of who?
The heathen.
Come on, man. Shalom. These leaves, these fig leaves that Adam and Eve covered themselves with are just the culture of these other trees. The leaves of these other trees that Adam and Eve covered themselves with are just the culture of the other nations that were around them. That's it. Let's get back to Genesis. Let's go Genesis tree. Let's go to verse 8. Matter of fact, yeah, let's go to verse 8.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 8. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day.
See, that's why you can't listen to Christians, because well, God was walking. It says his voice. You want to come learn the Bible? You want to come learn your culture? You come get the understanding of the Lord? You come to class, man. Keep reading.
And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God among the trees of the garden.
How? Because they blended in with the other nation. This is integration right here. They blended in. They put on an African kufi. You understand? They were dressing like Muslims. They put on, what is it again? You dress like an Asian geisha. That's what they did. You understand? They make themselves look like everybody else by acting like everybody else when we're supposed to be holy since the Garden of Eden, but we don't because we follow the heathens. Salaki. We show you what the trees of the gardens are. These are other nations. Keep reading.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou?
He didn't even recognize Adam, man. Why? Because Adam had a rainbow flag on. That's why. He didn't recognize Adam because he had a blunt in his mouth. That's why. He didn't recognize Adam because Adam was acting like everybody else. And he was supposed to be special. Out of all male and female that the Lord created, he chose one person. It was always about being chosen. Salaki, you understand? But he decided to act like the people who were not chosen. The Lord's like, yo, I don't even recognize you. That's the point. It's not the Lord sees everything. It's not about he didn't physically see Adam. He didn't recognize him because, like, yo, I made you special. You have the laws and the commandments. You know what's clean, unclean, and whatnot. You know how to be separate. But you want to be like everybody else? Man, I don't even recognize you no more, man. Listen, I remember I cut my dreads before coming to the truth. My dad told me, yo, you're not my son no more. That's what God told Adam. It's exactly what God told Adam. He said, I don't even know you. I don't know who you are.
Right.
You're not acting right. What's wrong with you, man? You change. And he did. Why? Because he followed his wife who followed the white man. That's exactly what it is. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 10. And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid.
You know why he was afraid? Because he knew he did something wrong. That's why. You're not just afraid of your parents just because. You understand? He knew he did something wrong. He was told to do certain things and to not do other things. Guess what? He did the total opposite. Adam went against what the Lord told him, and now he was scared because he knew he messed up. You know how you know you mess up? Listen, Adam's like, damn, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to, you get caught. They're like, yo, I don't know. I was scared. I broke the vase. I was scared, man. I don't know. I didn't know how to tell you. Adam did not come clean to the Lord. The Lord had to yeah, yo, wagwan, man. Adam's like, yo, I was afraid. I didn't know how to tell you that I went against what you told me. I disobeyed. I didn't know how to come clean. I didn't know how to get to man up or to be held accountable. I was scared. I listened to my woman before I listened to you. I was scared, man. I was weak. Adam did not know how to tell the Lord. That's why he was afraid. Why? Because he knew, yo, do this and don't do that. Now, what if I disobey? Who knows what happened when you disobey? If you're a parent, what happens when your kids disobey you? What happens when the kids disobey their parents? They get reprimanded. The kids do not like to be reprimanded. They don't like correction. The wife don't. Listen, the woman knows too. Women are going to mess up all the time and say, babes, I did not know how to tell you. That's why I hid it from you. That's why Adam was hiding. He was not walking around the garden proud to have covered himself with leaves, proud to have disobeyed the Lord. No, he had to hide because it's not a badge of honor to disobey your parents. It's not. That's why he was afraid. Keep reading.
Because I was naked and I hid myself.
Because I was naked and I hid myself. It was not physical nakedness. Spiritual. Why? Because he uncovered himself from the covering of the Lord.
Right.
That's why he had to hide. It's a shame to be walking around with a pride flag. It's a shame to be walking around talking about slut walk and having and being for abortions and you understand, damn skinny jeans. Listen, hey, Lord be with y'all, man. A lot of y'all be wearing them skinny jeans, like you have to question, yo. You know what? I ain't even questioning it. Listen, Lord be with you. That's all I gotta say. I don't even think about certain things. Lord be with you. But it's shameful. It's a shame to be a walking graveyard because of all your abortions. It's not a badge of pride. That's why you have to hide yourself with the liberals, with whatever political party. You have to be integrated because it's a shame. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how shameful it is, right? You walk down the street and it happens all the time. Brothers look at you a different way when you walk past them and they're walking with a white woman because they know it's shameful. It's shameful to walk with a white woman around your arm. That's Adam. Not saying that Eve was a white woman, but that's that level of shame he had. Why? Because he disobeyed the Lord, which is what walking with a heathen spouse is. Disobeying the Lord. Why? Because the Lord is against interracial marriage. You understand? That's why he had to hide. He had to hide amongst other nations. He had to hide because, damn, I didn't know what to tell you. I messed up. Man, you should have come clean. You should not even have obeyed your wife to disobey the Lord. That's the point. Salakia. Keep reading.
Verse 11. And he said, who told thee that was naked?
Yeah, the Lord's like, yeah, how you know that? Why are you hiding yourself? Why are you feeling guilty? If you're feeling guilty, it's for a reason, but how you know you messed up? What happened? Tell me. The Lord said, break it down. Break it down to me.
Right.
That's what the Lord said. Keep reading.
As thou eatest of the tree where I commanded thee, thou shouldest not eat.
Why are you feeling guilty? Did you just go against what I told you to do and what I told you not to do? Is that what happened? Just come clean, man. Just tell me. The Lord, listen, the Lord sees everything. You know that, right? The Lord's like, wait a minute. You're not even straight with me, like Sam. Well, Adam, I don't recognize you. I don't recognize how you act and everything, right? I say, yeah, I was afraid. Why? If you have ever been in a council, or if you even inquire about something from the men above you, right? And you say, yo, I did this. Get used to be asked why. Why? What happened? Why? You understand? Why did you say this? Why did you do? Did you do what I told you not to do? Is that what happened? That's what the Lord is saying. How do you know you were naked? I cover you with the covering, with my spirit, right? Now, how did you know you don't have that spirit no more? What happened? Did you do what I told you not to do? Is that what it is? Did you when it's like these kids, you know? Like I know a lot of kids can relate to that, right? Yo, it happened in the world. Yo, you hide your face from your parent when you get high. Why are you hiding your face? Did you get high? Come on, man. Why are you hiding your face? Did you get high? Put in a bunch of. Why are you putting? Why do you smell like perfume? You're a boy. You're a young man. You smell like woman perfume. Why? What's going on? Why are you wearing sunglasses in the house? You understand? The Lord is not stupid, man. You went to Adam like, yo, why are you doing this? Did you do what I told you not to? Did you get high? Why are you under your blanket and not getting up? Did you get drunk last night? Is that what happened? Listen, the point is this, because this is on topic, right? Why it's on topic? Because Adam was provided instructions. And he did not listen to the instructions. Now he feels ashamed. A lot of y'all do that. You understand? And you should feel ashamed for disobeying the Lord. You should feel some type of shame from going against what the men above you tells you to do and tells you not to do. You women also should feel ashamed for disobeying your husband, as long as what he tells you to do and not to do follows along with the law, of course. If it's something unlawful, don't do it. Other than that, it says, be obedient to your husband, man. You know, Eve was not obedient to her husband. You understand?
Right.
Let's keep reading.
Verse 12. And the man said, the woman which thou gavest to me, to be with me, she gave me of the tree and I did eat.
Imagine that. Adam is blaming the Lord, right? You're not even blaming the woman. He never said it's Eve's fault. He said, yo, you gave me that woman, man. It's your fault. Adam, imagine talking back to the Lord like, yo, what happened? Yo, the woman you gave me, man, she tricked me. Hey, what? Are you serious? Is it really? Is that really how it's gonna go? I no sweat. Oh, I'm at fault because you disobeyed. I told you not to go outside. So you're gonna tell me that she has more power than I do? Is that what it is? Hey, Shalom, Yabasha Shabrakata, also Shah, one Mosai in Christ. I don't want to for tuning in. You understand? Listen, Adam, I pray to never be that unwise talking about, yo, hey, Salaki, so that's your fault. You gave me that woman. Boy, Adam had the gall to tell the Lord, it's not my fault that I disobeyed, but it's because of that woman that you gave me. He's going to get the check-in of his life. You understand? Keep reading.
Right. Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord God said unto the woman, what is this that hast done?
Yeah, listen, it's not about man or woman who messed up. Both of them messed up. There's no battle of the sexes. There is no respect of person. You understand? Both of them messed up. Oh yeah, she messed up because she was given instruction from her husband that he got from the Lord. But she's the one that like, hey, you know what? It looks good, man. Let me give this to my husband. That woman that you got, man, listen, women are powerful. Listen, powerful men were brought down by women. Adam, King David. What's the brother named the Danite? Samson, Solomon. There's nothing new under the sun, man. What are you talking about? You understand? But listen, that's why it's so important for you, sisters, to be under a righteous rulership of a righteous man, which could only be found in the I.S.U.P.K. Why? Because y'all are really gullible, man. The tree look good. It's nice. It feels good. Yeah, let me tell Adam to try with me. That's what it is. And then what happens? Then you get pegged. That's what happened. It's a lot. Well, what they say? They say it's not vanilla no more. Isn't? Yeah.
It looked pleasant in the eyes.
Yeah. It was pleasant for someone. Damn. You get the point? The point is this. The point is, listen to the Lord. Don't go against what the Lord tells you. Don't go against what the men above you that they get from the Lord tell you. You sisters, get up under a man of the Lord, right? And go against what he tells you. It's that simple. We're going to see what happens. Keep reading.
And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me and I did eat.
Yeah, she said, I listened to another man other than my husband. That's what she's saying.
Right.
That's why do not go against what your husband tells you.
Right.
Unless it's against the law, which is why I specifically said, you have to be under a man of the Lord. If you're already married, bring your husband to the school. If you're not, and hey, listen, come get a husband in the school to be guided righteously, the right way. And don't go against them. Otherwise, what happened to Eve may happen to you. You will be beguiled by another man, whether he's a heathen or not. It don't matter. Just know you will be beguiled because what John Muhammad said, you think like a little girl. You know, you want to scribble all over your body. It may not be unlawful to have what you call again, henna. Is it henna? I think that's how you pronounce it. You know, you can make yourself a fake tattoo and just erase it. It's not a sin because you're not marking your skin, right? It just shows like, come on, man. You think like a little girl. You want to draw on yourself and erase and draw again, then erase and draw again. Come on. You need a man to think for you. You need that. How do I know? Because of what we're reading right now. You know, in both cases, it was still a man that was thinking for Eve, right? She just went the wrong way. She didn't listen to the right thoughts. She listened to the wrong one. And she got, what is it? The serpent beguiled. She got beguiled. Why? Because it looked good. It sounds good. It smells good. Yeah. Ask yourself, is it lawful or not? Before you do it, ask yourself, why? You know the voice in your head will tell you, why not? But ask yourself, why? Why should I do? Why should I go against my husband? That's what Eve should have asked herself. You understand? The serpent said, why not? Ye shall be as gods. Ye shall know what? Life and death and evil and good. I'm just paraphrasing. That's what the serpent said. Why not? If a voice in your head tells you, why not go against the Lord? Just don't do it. Don't even ask questions. Just don't do it. It don't matter how beautiful it looks, how good it smells, how good it tastes. Don't do it. It's that simple. We're going to see what could have been prevented if she would have said, why? In this moment, the serpent said, why not? She would have, what is it, Ecclesiasticus? She would have flee from sin. That's what it says. Flee from sin as damn. That's so heavy. Let's bring that scripture real quick. Salaki. Let's go to, let me share my screen. Ecclesiasticus. I'm going to tell you how heavy this is. Y'all don't even get it. Until we read it, y'all won't get it, right? Ecclesiasticus 21:2. That's how heavy this is. Because she got beguiled by what? By a serpent. What does Ecclesiasticus 21:2 says?
Ecclesiasticus 21:2. Flee from sin as from the face of the serpent.
As from the face of what?
Serpent.
Of what? Come on, man. She got beguiled by a serpent. If she would have, the moment she would have said why, the serpent would say, why not? She should have flee from sin as from the face of the white man who's a devil the Bible speaks of. It's that simple. Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. That would have prevented reprimand that they got, that we still get since the Garden of Eden. It's that simple. She should have, that's what Eve should have done. Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. Keep reading. Let's finish that verse.
For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee.
Listen, you come close to a snake, it'll bite. I know, because I had pet snakes. I know. Trust me, it's not pleasant. It's definitely not. Venomous or not, it's irrelevant. You understand? You come too close to danger, you will get hurt. A lot of y'all stop smoking and everything. You're gonna come too close to a lot of people trying to get you back in the world. That blunt smell, that weed smell is dangerous for a lot of y'all. If you come too close to it, you're gonna smoke again. You have a problem with prostitutes. Do not go to the strip clubs. You will fall for it. Do not. You have a problem with alcohol. It's not a sin, but if you are an alcoholic and you can't handle your drink, or it's all you spend your money on, you might want to stay away from a bar. You understand? You know, just seek counsel. That's what you should do. It's that simple, man. There's a solution to every problem. Do you know the solution for Eve would have been to flee from sin as from the face of that same serpent that beguiled her? Why? She came too near it and it bit her. Keep reading.
The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion.
You know, it's not talking about the teeth of a lion. It's telling you how dangerous it is to come too close to sin. Why? Because the teeth of a serpent. Listen, I told you, I had pet snakes. I had ball pythons. You understand? I had two of them, right? These teeth are like hypodermic needles. I'm telling you right now, they're like hypodermic needles. They have 4 rows of teeth, but they're small though. They will puncture your skin, and it's even though they're small. But now imagine that snake with the teeth of a lion. The teeth of a lion is like what? 5-6 inches. It's a lot. You understand? Now imagine that. The teeth of a lion in the mouth of a snake. That's how dangerous it is. Especially knowing how fast a snake can strike. You understand? Keep reading.
Slaying the souls of men.
Come too close to sin, it'll kill you, man. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 3. Go to verse 14.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 14. And the Lord God said unto the serpent,
Mm-hmm.
because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle.
This is not Harry Potter, by the way. God do not speak to snakes. What Harry Potter says, just whatever he said, I don't care. The point is this: it's talking about a person, a snake, just like 6ix9ine is a rat, just like some women are, bitches, which is the word for female dog, or bird brains, or chicken heads, right? Maybe you call a fat person a whale or a hippo, and they're not an actual animal. It's easy for you to understand context outside the Bible. When it comes to the Bible, it's difficult to understand that this was not a literal snake. The only reason you think that is because of the paintings from the Renaissance. It's talking about our oppressor today. That's that same serpent, that red dragon, that old serpent from the Garden of Eden is our oppressor. Who is the oppressor? The white man the Bible speaks of. So the white man, Salakia. The white man, who's the devil the Bible speaks of? Salakia. You understand? And that's what he told him. Keep reading.
And above every beast of the field.
And above every beast of the field. It's talking about these nations. Out of all these nations, this one is definitely cursed above all of them. Ain't no nation cursed like our oppressor. Ain't no nation that's... Listen, out of all these other nations, Salakia, it says one specific nation will be eradicated from the face of the earth. It doesn't say every single one of them. They're all going to serve, though. It says one specific nation will be eradicated from the face of the earth, and that's our oppressor today. The nation of Edom, the Edomites, Esau, the biblical name of the Caucasian race. Keep reading.
Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
Today, you can still see it today. Our oppressor's a low-down, dirty bastard, man. You know how he came? You know how he got America, right? You know how he got Canada? He didn't fight the natives. He didn't. He tricked them. They helped them survive. You understand? They taught them how to stay warm in the winter, how to fish these rivers in Canada, Lake Huron, Lake Ontario, Mississippi River. He taught them how to hunt. This low-down, dirty bastard turned around and slaughtered the natives. Not by the sword right away. He used smallpox. You understand? Christopher Columbus, he's the one, I think he's the one that said, these people are so kind. I need to enslave them. These people are the kindest people on the planet. Let me make them slaves. Let me slaughter them and enslave them. They didn't even fight. White people like to say it was a fair fight. It was not. They were poisoned with smallpox, and they brought all types of venereal diseases that was never seen upon the face of the earth before. That's how they colonized the Americas.
Right.
That's how it happened. You understand? Our oppressor is a low-down, dirty bastard, man. And that's what it's referring to. Upon thy belly shall thy go. There is not more of a low-down, dirty bastard than the oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of, the Caucasian race. You understand? Let's keep reading.
Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
I will put enmity between thee and the woman.
Listen, keep reading.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed.
Listen, this is a never-ending beef, just so you know. From the Garden of Eden, we're never supposed to mix with one another. You want to love these white women and these white men or whatnot? Listen, you know there is enmity since the Garden of Eden, right? There is strife from the beginning between thy seed and her seed, between your offspring and her offspring, between your kids and her kids. What is it again? Perpetual hatred.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading.
It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Man, listen, come on. From the beginning, it was always going to be like that. Understand? This you could even use that as prophecy for Jacob and Esau.
Right.
Jacob had Esau's heel. So that again in the Apocrypha. You understand? There is never going to be. It's like people say, "Yo, can white people and black people really just join together?" No, they can't. Is that's the short answer? They can't. You want the breakdown? You want the details on how we can't? Just go here, man. There will be enmity between thee and the woman, between thy seed and her seed, between your kids and her kids, between your offspring and her offspring. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Jacob and Esau right there, man. Since the Garden of Eden. You are a low-down, dirty bastard. I ain't gonna hold you. Why? Because God, that's what God called you, man. He said you'll be on the ground for the days of your life. So low down and dirty. You have to name yourself. You have to steal identities. That's how low down and dirty you are. You know, you have to make yourself important. How do I know? Because you stole the identity of a chosen people. You have to make yourself important. Nobody cares about you. You have to make it seem like people need to care and that you're chosen. How? By stealing the identity of the actual chosen people.
Okay. And not only that, they call themselves the people of the book, but they don't even know the book.
Shalom. That's how low down. You don't even care about what the book says. The book says you're the seed of your father. You're like, nah, it's passed down by the mother. You don't even care about what this says. Whether it's in Hebrew, Yiddish, English, French, who cares? You don't care. That's how low down of a dirty bastard you are. You call yourself, you know what? You are an African American. How do I know? Because Elon Musk is both an African and an American.
Right.
Come on, man. Should we keep going? No, for time's sake, listen, it's not about you. That's the point. Let's keep reading for time's sake. Verse 16.
Verse 16. And unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
I will greatly multiply what?
Thy sorrow and thy conception.
Keep reading.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Listen, that's why childbirth is painful. Why? Because Eve disobeyed. That's why. How is it on topic? Understanding the curses. Because what we go through is because of disobedience.
Right.
The reason why our women, most of our women, them you're 99.9%. Why? Because Eve disobeyed. This is what's going to happen. Listen. Sorrow will be greatly multiplied in your conception and bringing forth children. Why? Because your husband told you not to do something and you went to do it anyways. He told you don't wear these gym shorts. You went to the gym with pum shorts. Oh shit, damn. Told you to stop hanging around Stephanie. You went and hung around Stephanie. And then you got pissed drunk and he had to come pick you up. Matter of fact, you went and hung around Stephanie, you got pissed drunk, and he joined you in your foolishness. That's what Adam did. He joined Eve in her foolishness. We're reading about the punishment of the serpent, the woman. We ain't done yet. Adam's still gonna get it too, man. Why? There's no respect of person. You mess up, you get checked. You mess up, you're gonna get reprimanded. And that's what it is. That's what we're reading right now. This is the price of disobedience. You understand? Keep reading.
Right. And thy desire, in sorrow shall thy bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy men.
Yeah, because you have to be reminded, listen, you make poor decisions. Right. Now listen to you, man. Maybe you didn't know, or you just didn't care. So let me say it for you. Thy desire shall be to thy husband. You have to be let know that, listen to your man, man. If you would have listened to your man, you wouldn't have sorrow in your conception and bringing forth children, because that's the consequence of your disobedient action. Keep reading.
And he shall rule over thee.
Don't be afraid to check your woman when she do wrong. You understand? Because Adam didn't. Adam didn't check her. Adam went along with it. You understand? Now you're reminded, yeah, your woman desire shall be unto you. Listen, as long as it's not unlawful, yo, listen to your man, man. Maybe he wants you to do better. Maybe he wants you to be better. You understand? I know you do. You just don't care. Maybe you should start caring. Just maybe. Maybe we should do what we haven't done since the Garden of Eden, which is to listen.
Right.
Just maybe, right? Keep reading.
Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife.
Yeah, he listened to his wife more than he listened to the Lord. That's what it is. The first Will Smith. You understand? Everybody's getting checked and everybody's getting reprimanded. Everybody's getting the price of disobedience. Read.
And hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it.
See, the point is this. Adam disobeyed. That's the point. Because you disobeyed, you listened to her more than you listened to me when I told you what to do and what not to do. Also, here's what's going to happen. Because you disobeyed your husband when he told you what I told him, here's what happens.
So like, there's a video where Captain Marquardt is talking to that young brother. He's like, check your bitch.
Hey, listen,
so
I was thinking the exact same thing.
That's what Adam should have done.
Adam should have been at camp. Listen, Captain Marquardt was needed for Adam. He probably would have not done it though, because he listened to his woman more than he listened to the Lord. You understand? He probably would have still disobeyed. Why? Because, listen, women are dangerous, man, but don't give them the power where you go against the Lord. Don't give them that power, man. As a matter of fact, I brought this scripture up, I think earlier today. I was talking to a brother and said, let me bring that up. Listen, a wife will always leave you, whether she dies, right? A woman will die, man, and she's going to leave. You have more than one wife, no sweat. Some of them might stay by your side forever until they die. That's when they leave. Or they're just going to leave and be a whore. There's one wife that will always remain with you. You understand? Since the Garden of Eden, when you die, when you come back, she's always going to be there. That's the one you should always love and never neglect. And just know that it's your wife, and divorce is unlawful. Let's go to 1 Ezra real quick. Sidebar, chapter 4, verse 38. That's the most beautiful wife you could ever have. That's the wife of your youth, man. Listen, love her like no other woman ever. Cherish her, because she's never going to leave. She's never going to die. She will always be there for you. Just know that. She's the most loyal woman on the planet Earth. Cherish her. You know? Treat her like you never treat a woman. Treat her better than all you. Treat her better than your 1,000 wives. That's what you should do. You know? Read, Baba Bajat.
1 Ezra chapter 4, verse 38. As for the truth.
As for the what?
As for the truth.
As for the what?
As for the truth.
As for the truth. That's your first wife. That's your only wife that will never leave. That's your wife that will live forever. That's your wife. Man, love that woman like never. Like you never loved any woman. Read.
It endureth, and it is always strong.
You see, your woman is the weaker vessel. The truth is always strong. What? Not one moment of weakness. That's not the weaker vessel. You don't have to sugarcoat things with the truth. You don't have to be kind and sweet. No, man. That's the truth, man. She is always strong. Read.
It liveth and conquereth forevermore.
Man, she's never going to leave you. She's going to love you. She's going to be by your side always.
Right.
Forevermore. Divorce is unlawful. Just know that she's not going to leave. You will leave her, though. Just make sure you don't. Because it's unlawful. It's against the law. You understand? Let's go back to Genesis 3 and 17. Matter of fact, let's go to 3 and 18 real quick.
So like we didn't get the last one of 17.
And then get let's finish 17 then.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 17. Thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake.
Hey, listen. Slovakia? Come. Listen, the truth is this, right? We're not supposed to work like we work today. We're not supposed to. The ground is cursed because of what Adam did. You understand? Read.
In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life.
Listen, man, it's gonna be painful thing. You're gonna have to work and to sweat and to feel like, yo, I don't feel like doing this no more. There's a reason why you struggle. There's a reason why you're tired of just waking up, going to work. There's a reason why, listen, everything, Most High in Christ for everything. But there's a reason why it's not easy to grow certain things. There's a reason why you have to sweat and to ache just to feed yourself.
Right.
Why? Because Adam disobeyed, man. That's why. Everything we go through is because this is the result of disobedience. That's the whole point. And everything is simple. Stop making the Bible like so magical and difficult. If it's so simple to understand that what happens to us is because of disobedience, what is the solution? What is the solution? If everything bad that happens to us is due to disobedience, what is the solution? Should I say it? Should anyone put it in the chat? Should I give you a chance? It's simple, for time's sake. It's to obey. If disobedience get us reprimanded, if disobedience get us bad days, if disobedience get us strife, and the ground is cursed due to disobedience, maybe we should start obeying. It's that simple. It's not difficult. It's that simple. Let's keep reading. Salakia, verse 18.
Verse 18. Thorn also and thistles shall they bring forth from thee.
Now let's go to verse 19 for time's sake.
Verse 19. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread.
Listen, you're gonna have to work hard, man. You're gonna have to work to sweat in the sun. You're gonna have to struggle. It's not gonna be an easy thing. It could have been, but we decided to listen to a woman that made us disobey the Lord. And she decided to listen to a man that was not a man of the Lord. That was not even her man, regardless, anyways. That's the reason why. The simple thing is, just listen, man. When you listen, everything will go right. Trust me. A lot of us learned the hard way. You know who did? Adam, Eve, the whole nation of it. Matter of fact, we're going to get to that in a minute, right? Keep reading.
Till thou return unto the ground.
Yeah, all the days of your life, man, till you die, you're going to struggle. It's not going to be easy, man. It could have been. You decided to disobey the Lord. It's not about just listening to a woman. You listen to a woman that make you disobey the Lord. It's not about just, you understand? Listen, you should have just listen. She should have just listened to Adam, who should have just listened to the Lord. That's the point. It's all about obedience. Read.
For out of it was thou taken. For dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return.
Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and start at verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. So right.
No sweat.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the Lord, the voice of the Lord thy God.
It shall come to pass if what?
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Listen, it shall come to pass, meaning it will happen. If the hearken, to hearken, it means to listen. If you listen and you pay attention, man, diligently, To avoid, so it's talking about the children of Israel. Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments,
If we obey, here's what's going to happen.
which I have commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
We're supposed to be the best.
Right.
We are the best. But you know what happens? We do what Adam do, and we hide ourselves among the trees of the garden.
Right.
We stoop down to their level. Why would you stoop down to the level of a people that kiss their dogs in the mouth? Why would you stoop down to the level of people that shower in cow urine? Why would you stoop down to the level of the people that worship cow manure? Why? Is that cool? Like, you're supposed to be the top student of the school, of the educational institution, but you want to stoop down to the level of the smokers and the hippies and the sluts and what else? All manner of sin, abominations. You're supposed to be the best. All you have to do is obey. If you listen to me, you're supposed to have the latest PS5, the latest Xbox, the latest TV, well, name it, whatever is the best, whatever you feel like is the best, you're supposed to have it. But you want to be like the people your parents told you not to be around. You want to be like the cool kids that smoke cigarettes in high school. That's what you want to be like. My parents tell you, well, no more PlayStation. I would have bought you a car, but you want to be a heroin addict. I would have helped you pay for a mortgage, but you want to be the high school slut. That's the point. The Lord said, yo, if you obey, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be blessed. Keep reading.
To observe and to do all his commandment which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come unto thee.
And all these what?
Blessings.
These what?
Blessings.
All these blessings shall come unto thee, meaning this is going to be your reward,
right,
if you obey. Read.
And overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
This is going to be your reward if there's a condition. Stop listening to talking about unconditional love and this and that. Stop listening to that nonsense, man. Everything is conditional. Everything is conditional. You understand? Our condition is, if we obey, we get rewarded. All these blessings are going to jump down to verse 14. But let's go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 15, for time's sake.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Meaning it will happen if to do the opposite, which is not to hearken, which is not to listen, which is to disobey. That's what's going to happen. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come.
All these what?
Curses.
All these what?
Curses.
All these curses will fall upon us if we disobey.
Right.
From verse 15 on down to verse 16, it tells you all these curses, all these punishments, all these judgments will fall upon us. Why? Because we do not listen. That's why.
And so like the Jewish, to come back to the Jewish, these Jewish are evil, you know what I'm saying, and they don't follow these commandments. How come we don't see these curses falling on them?
Shalom. They're supposed to be the real Jews, right? Why are they not cursed? I mean, the Son hates them, but that's not a curse from the Lord. The Lord just only loves the nation of Israel. And he specifically hates those people so much that he made them allergic to the elements, literally. It's a lot. You know, read it again one more time.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, so if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all of his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Listen, man, the Lord is not with you when you sin.
Right.
That is in the Bible. Stop this. My heart is towards the Lord and this. Listen, the Lord is not with you when you sin. The Lord is not going to, it says, what is it? The Psalms, I think, say he's a buckler to those that obey him. I'm just paraphrasing. A buckler is a shield, like the movie 300. A buckler is a shield. He's protecting you. Salaki, when you don't listen, you're cursed, man. You're punished. Let's go to Leviticus 26:14. Salaki, for time's sake, real quick.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
But if you will not hearken unto me and will not do all these commandments,
If you disobey, man, if you have sex with a woman, you throw her away. If you have sex with a man that is not your man, if you smoke, if you eat pork, if you hate Mexicans, if you hate Haitians, if you hate one another, what else? If you are an alcoholic, name it. If you go against the Lord, either way, this is what's going to happen. Verse 15, read.
verse 15, and if you shall despise my statute, or if your soul abhor my judgment,
Mm-hmm.
so that you will not do all my commandment, but that you break my covenant.
Listen, the covenant is you obey, we get what Adam lost.
Right.
That's what the Bible's all about. We're supposed to be high above all people, have these nations driven away from us. If we obey, there is a condition for everything. You understand? I know you understand, because if your kids listen, you buy them candy, you buy them. I bought my nephew some ice cream today. He's not acting wild. He was acting all right. I'm like, yeah, let me get him some ice cream. It's a simple concept. You obey, you get rewarded. You disobey, you get punished. The Lord is telling you right here, listen, this is what's going to happen if you don't listen to me. We already know what happens when you listen. What happens when you don't listen? Which is the condition that we're in today. Because you listen to the white man like Eve did. And so, like a sidebar, imagine as a man acting like a goddamn woman. Imagine that, because that's what you men do. You act like a goddamn woman. How? Because you obey the white man like Eve did. That's how. You understand? Salakia. Read verse 16.
Verse 16. I also will do this unto you.
Mm-hmm.
I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning egg.
Read.
That shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemy shall eat it.
Listen, whether it's your kids, whether it's your crops, you're not going to be able to rejoice as having kids, as having crops, as having anything at all. Why? The Lord is going to be against you because you are a sinner. What is a sinner? Is someone who goes against the law. Going against is to oppose. What is it to oppose? Obedience is disobedience. That's why we're cursed, man. Listen, we can't even enjoy our children. We can't. Listen, it says, what is it? Deuteronomy 28 somewhere. It says our women will be ravished. You're going to marry a woman. You can't enjoy your woman. Brothers hate one another. Women hate one another. Men and women are opposing one another. We hate our children. We can't be raised right. We're in captivity. We're called nigger. We're called this. We're called by bywords and proverbs. Why? Because we disobey. We're cursed because we disobey. You understand? That's the problem. This is what these curses bring. Punishment. Salaki, this is what disobedience bring. These curses, these punishments. You understand? It's as simple as that, man. All we have to do is come back to serve the Lord, as we always did. Let's go to Judges real quick, right? Before we end the class. Judges chapter 10. Is it verse 15 or 16? Let's go to verse 15.
Judges chapter 10, verse 15. And the children of Israel said unto the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
we have sinned.
Listen, we know what we did, man. This is not something new. Since the beginning, we know, hey, we messed up. Adam said, yo, hey, Salakia, I messed up, man. Guess what? Adam got his check-in. Eve said, yeah, I messed up. I listened to this white man as opposed to listening to my husband. She got her check-in too. Both got their reprimands. And we still do today. Why? Because we still mess up till this day. The key is to not mess up. That's the key. That's the, come on. Is it quantum physics? Is it an equation? It's as simple as that. Do not mess up. Just listen. It's not pleasing. You know what is not pleasing? Abraham was about to kill his one and only son. He obeyed though. At the last moment, the Lord said, no, don't do it. I got you. I know you're going to obey. Whatever I asked you to do, you're going to do it. I got you, man. You're good. Abraham, you're good, man. He was about to listen. Abraham kicked out Ishmael against his own will. He didn't want to. That's his son. It said it grieved him. Of course, that's his son. He loved his son. The Lord said, kick him out with a bottle of water and a loaf of bread. Salakia. So it's always going to be funny to me. Ishmael was kicked out with Hagar with a bottle of water and a loaf of bread and a slice of bread. Probably was dry too. No, I ain't going to say that. He loved his son. So he probably gave him some good bread. Either way, he listened to the Lord. That's the point. No matter how it grieved him. Not everything is going to be pleasant. Right? You know what else is not pleasant? The reprimand and the reward of disobedience is definitely not pleasant. How do I know? Because our people still get killed today, man. You know, we can't enjoy our kids. We can't enjoy our wives. The wives can enjoy their husbands. You get lynched. I'm pretty sure that's not pleasant. It's better to obey, and it's not pleasant to obey than to suffer what's not pleasant when you disobey. I think it's better. Maybe I don't know better. Or maybe I prefer not to be lynched. Either way, it's up to you, man. You understand? It's like you. Let's read verse 15.
And the children of Israel said unto the Lord, we have sinned.
We know we sin. We know we mess up. We're going to get that in Baruch as well, because we know what we did is wrong. Adam knew what he did was wrong. That's why he hid from the Lord. Why? Because he had sinned. He knew he messed up. He went against the command. It's like, damn, I sinned. He didn't just say, hey, Salaki, Lord, I sinned. No, he went to hide, man. He went to hide his face from the Lord. Read.
Do thou unto us whatsoever seemed good unto thee.
Listen, that's during the time of Judges, right? You know, time after time, the nation of Israel did the same exact thing that we do today. We disobey, we follow other nations, we worship their gods, and now we're in captivity. We said, hey, Lord, hey, we messed up again. Whatever the punishment is, we'll take it. Just deliver us again. We're tired of being lynched by these Moabites. We're tired of being cut up to pieces by these Philistines. We're tired of being oppressed by these people. Just, if you could free us again, we won't do it anymore. We won't do it no more. You know who else says that? Kids. They say, I'm not going to steal again. I won't get bad grades no more. I won't insult my teacher no more just to do it again. And what happens? You get reprimanded again. I'm trying to save you. You just don't want to. You want to do whatever the hell you want. You want to be like everybody else. That's what the whole Bible is about, man. It's about going back to what Adam lost by not being like everybody else. That's the point. Read.
Deliver us only. We pray thee this day.
We pray, we make supplications, we ask, we inquire about deliverance. Because we're tired of being murdered. We're tired of what's going on to us. Read.
Verse 16. And they put away the strange gods from among them.
And we stop doing what everybody else does. That's how. How? Because we obey the Lord, man. The Lord said he's a jealous God. Don't worship these other gods. Don't fall up to these other nations. Oh, you want to do so? No sweat. You see what happens. You know what's the key? The key is this. That's the key right here. To stop messing up. To stop doing what you're not supposed to do. The key is to obey. That's the key. Let's go to real quick. Baruch in the Apocrypha. Is it Baruch? I want chapter 2 or chapter 3. Bear me 1 second. Make sure y'all click on the sign in and the sign out links. Baruch chapter 2. Let's start at verse 28. For time's sake.
Chapter 2, verse 28. As thou speakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying,
Listen, if I'm not mistaken, Baruch was Jeremiah's scribe, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Don't quote me on that. If I'm not mistaken, Baruch was Jeremiah's scribe. And this is what it's telling you. Listen, since the days of Moses, man, this is what was said. You understand? This is what was said from the Garden of Eden. I'm going to keep saying that because since the Garden of Eden, that was always the problem. The Garden of Eden, the Apocrypha, which is still in the Old Testament to the New Testament, till this day, is talking about us messing up, and we need to stop doing it. That's what I'm going to see. It's talking about. Read.
Verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
If you will not hear my voice.
If we don't listen, again, what happens when you don't hear it? Because you don't listen. You refuse. You put earplugs. The Lord is talking to you. You're like, no, I ain't trying to listen to this. I want a white woman. I want to smoke weed. I want to live, what do they call it? Alternative. I hate the word alternative lifestyle because an alternative is a different way to obtain the same result. If you don't live the rainbow way, you actually live. Now, if you want to follow along the rainbow way, you're going to get the monkeypox and die. So there's no alternative. Our lifestyle is in the Bible. There is no alternative. There is no other way that brings us the same results. There is none. There is no alternative to the I.S.U.P.K because the I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth, and there is no truth outside the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. There is no alternative to going back to the Garden of Eden. There is no alternative to finding a way to not do what the Lord says and not get punished. There is no other way. That's what an alternative means. If we won't listen, read.
If you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them.
Listen, you know we're outnumbered, right? We're outnumbered by these 17 other nations. And it's going to be even worse as we are scattered throughout these other nations, throughout the four corners of the earth. Why will we be made even weaker than what we look like? Because we don't listen, man. That's why. Because we refuse to obey. Read.
Verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people.
So you see how we brought it out, what, Thursday, Zephaniah 2 and 1? Gathered together, it says it twice. You're as stubborn as hell, man. You know, since the Garden of Eden, that's what happened. You disobeyed. You keep doing it. Coming out of Egypt, what do? You told well, Moses, we don't know where you are. Aaron, make us a golden calf. That's what you did. Solomon knew the law. Solomon was perfect. You know, he just refused to do it. Solomon said, yeah, I know I'm not supposed to sleep with these white women, but I'm just. Solomon had what you call milk magnesia. Damn. Solomon didn't care, man. Solomon said, yo, your thing look bad, you know. Solomon slept with everything. Solomon did not discriminate. You should discriminate. Solomon didn't. Solomon didn't care. And he knew the law. Solomon was David seen this woman bathing naked. He said, damn, I want her. That's what David did. What happened? David went and get the woman to his chamber. He slept with her. And you know he paid for it, right? His kid died. I guarantee you after that, he didn't do it again. He did what we said in Judges. He put away the strange gods. He repented. He didn't do it again. You understand? Solomon, it was good till it lasted. And then the kingdom got split. What's the brother again named? Samson. Samson seen this bad thing. You know, he's like, yo, this Philistine thing right there. Yo, Damn, Samson risked it all. Just for what? He realized what happens. Like, yo, you know what? Hey, Lord Salaki, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna do it again. Let me just go out in glory and kill these Philistines. You understand? The point is this: you are hard-headed. You will be told, do not sleep with that woman. But you're gonna be like David, and you're gonna sleep with that woman. It's not gonna go well. It don't matter what's gonna happen. You're gonna get the monkeypox. She's gonna leave you and be a whore, or she's gonna leave you and put you on child support. Either way, something's gonna happen when you do not listen. It's not gonna be pleasant. It's better that it's unpleasant that you're told no for your safety and you obey, than you go against what you're being told and now you're burning. And now you married a monster. Oh, she left you. Well, guess what? You got her pregnant. Now you can't see your kids no more. Why? Because you were told, don't sleep with that woman, and you went to sleep with that woman. You were told, sis, do not deal with that man. And you dealt with that man. You know what happened? He broke your jaw. Or he got you in a prostitution ring. Or he just slept with you and he just threw you away. He never cared. Just listen. That's the point. Read that one more time.
Verse 30, Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they will not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people.
Read.
But in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves.
Yeah, that's right now, man.
Right.
That's right now. That's what we're doing. We're teaching our people the truth because we remember who we are. We remember why we're in the conditions that we're in. We understand these curses. Why? Because we know we messed up. That's why we're being punished. That's what we're telling our people. Yo, stop smoking weed, man. Tarry not into seeking the Lord. Come to class before it's too late.
Right.
Just like we did. Stop sleeping with whores. Leave these white women alone. You understand? Keep reading.
Right, verse 31. And shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear.
We will know and we will get the Spirit of the Lord again, which is why the understanding and the wisdom, which is the law. The Lord's like, yo, I'm gonna wake you up, man. It says, my sheep hear my voice.
Right.
You understand? That heart is not a beating heart in your chest cavity. It's your mind.
Right.
Your mind will be renewed. You will have ears to hear. You will have understanding that once you sleep with that woman, that's your woman. She's a monster, well, deal with it. You slept with her. Once you sleep with that man, you cannot sleep with any other man. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. You understand? You cannot, it don't matter if you're the seed of your father. You cannot make babies with heathens. You get me? You cannot eat certain things. You understand? You have to forgive one another. Otherwise, why would you even be forgiven? Who gave you the right to be forgiven and not to forgive? You will have understanding. And when you wake up and you come to class and you learn this truth, you're going to understand that we are the best people on earth, and there is a code of conduct that we have to abide by. The law supersedes everything. It don't matter what the law says. The law of the white man says you cannot marry more than one woman on paper. No sweat. God said sex is marriage. So yes, you can have more than one wife. You understand? When you come to class, you will get the understanding of everything.
Right.
That's why it is universal practical knowledge that is being brought to you by the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under commanding General YAHANNA, the only man that is fit to lead so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You understand? Let's keep reading.
Verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity.
Barakatha Yahweh wa Yahweh.
Right.
You understand? Read.
And thank upon my name.
Keep reading.
Verse 33. And return from their stiff neck.
Meaning what? We just read it in Judges chapter 10, verse 16. It says, and they put away the strange gods from among them. We repented. That's what it means. And returned from their stiff necks. We're tired of disobeying, man. How do I know? Because I think we're tired of being lynched, right? We're tired of, listen, you don't even, that's the least. That's probably like the most popular heard about being lynched. You know, we're tired of being gator baits. We're just tired, man, of being oppressed. You brought out all the atrocities that happened, man, and it's bad. But we're tired of it. It's time we go back to what Adam lost. I think it's time. I know it's time. It's time for our women to not grow up as frivolous, lascivious women. It's time for our men to treat women like they should. How? By being what Adam was not and checking her when she do wrong. And also by loving the hell out of her as opposed to beating her half to death. You understand? It's time for our women to learn how to love their husband. It's time for our children to be raised right. You understand? It's time for us to gather together, O nation not desired, and come and return from our stiff neck. Read.
And from their wicked deeds.
And from their what?
Wicked deeds.
That's turning away from our sinful lifestyle. How? By stop. We don't have to follow these other nations no more. That's how. Read.
For they shall remember the way of their father.
What is the way of our fathers? To follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man. I told you, Abraham was about to kill his son. Abraham was about to kill Isaac, his one and only son, the only son that mattered out of all the children he had. He obeyed. That's the way of our fathers. You know what's the other way of our fathers? When they disobeyed, they got punished. We understand that when we obey, nothing was happen to us. When we disobey, hey, everything. We're liable to have anything happen to us. Read.
And which sinned before the Lord.
What happened when our father sinned? Reuben lost the inheritance. David, his son, died. Solomon, the kingdom got split. Should we go on? Adam lost what we had, which is the fertile land. That's why it says he had to work all the days of his life. You know it's called the fertile land for a reason, right? Adam lost that fertility of the land. You understand? Why? Because he disobeyed. That's why. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 34, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers.
Yeah, that's the point. Again, it's about going back to it's about getting the Garden of Eden again. That's what the Bible is all about. We return to that land which was promised by oath unto our fathers. And the Lord is not slack with his promise. The Lord do not break contracts. We did. You know, we're the one who broke the contract. We're the one who broke the oath, not the Lord. Read.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They shall be the lords of it.
Shall be the what?
The lords of it.
We'll be in power. We just read, we will be above all people. We'll be the lords of it, the lords of all people. We'll be the Adawanyam.
Right.
You understand? We'll be the powers. We'll be the rulers of everything. We will have dominion over everything. All we have to do is just listen. Read.
And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished.
Jump down to verse 35.
Verse 35, and I will make an everlasting covenant.
And what?
Everlasting covenant.
And what?
Everlasting
and
covenant.
Everlasting, meaning forever. Keep reading.
With them to be their God. And they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them.
Listen, we're going to go back to the Garden of Eden, and we will remain there forever and ever.
Right.
You understand? We're going back to the Garden of Eden, man. It will be an everlasting covenant. We will never be driven out of the Garden of Eden ever again. You understand? All we have to do is obey. And we won't be plagued by these curses no more. This is in paraphrase, Lamentations, I think 4:22. This is our last captivity. You know, better come to these classes, man. Again, the phone numbers right here. Let me get the phone numbers for y'all. If you want in the Montreal area or Quebec area in general, phone number is 438-816-2578. 438-816-2578. Toronto, Ontario area, contact the number, man, 647-793-7844. 647-793-7844. With that said, I'm going to pass the class to Priest and Officer 1000 IDR. We're going to end the class right here. We'll be back, not next week. Next week, we'll be in Chicago for the Midwest Fire Weekend, July 30th to August 2nd. We'll resume the classes after that. You understand? Every Saturday, 6767 Côte-des-Neiges Community Center. Man, click on the sign and sound links in the class. Tarry not into seeking the Lord. With that, I'm going to pass the class to Officer 1000 IDR. Clap it up.
Clap it up for an excellent class. We're going to read the security announcement. I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 20:18, verse 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, mahashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations will be in the memorial of blowing the trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month, which will fall on Friday, September 11, 2026. You can find it in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 24 and to 25. And if you want reminder for ICAM and Aquatium, you want, you know what I'm saying, you're in Canada, you know what I'm saying, Montreal, check all pages, you know what I'm saying, I.S.U.P.K Montreal, I.S.U.P.K Toronto, I.S.U.P.K Windsor, you know what I'm saying, for any announcement. And if you're not in the group chats, let us know. We're going to put you in the group chats, all right? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school to start wearing, he has to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. With that being said, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers and the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Rakatam, Yajamata. We're going to give a salute to the sister. If you have any sister near you, turn and face the sisters. Israel, Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Yajamata. Class dismissed.
Check me out, dog. Roll the window up, man. The water. Ain't no better, dog, brother. The son of a king. I don't Balenciaga. I might just wear Kyla. I might just wear the Pradas. But I'm thinking long term, so I might say the dollars. We ain't no better. I'm just being honest. I should've went to college, but I was thinking violence. It's a one West world. We the fucking loudest. Break it down, we break ground. We don't break no damn promise. Let's get active, dog. Don't tell me how you feel about it. These cats saying too much. They ain't learn enough. You maxed out the first quarter, I'm still warming up. These niggas tossing up a brick, they can't score with us. Who gon' come against us? On the Lord with us. Them niggas riding for you. I hope they ride till they crash. Put my name in your mouth, I put my belt to your ass. I ain't running no race, I just hope that I last. All them niggas you look up to, I consider them trash. Only time you seen a leader was in Wayne hand. Niggas will dab you, then pop you with the same hand. I'm a main player, I stick to the game plan. He don't really fuck with you, that's your main man. We them niggas came through. made your city hot. Yep, said he in the field, but he really not. And I ain't casting no stone, I just let him rock. And that's the kind of story they gon' read about. But if it's war, it ain't no tapping out. Grip still heat, spit like a dragon mouth.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.